My name is Gene Ha Kim, pastor of San Jose Bible Baptist Church, ministering in the Silicon Valley and San Francisco Bay Area. My testimony begins with my grandfather in North Korea, who was an activist leader for students protesting communism. On the night that the communists planned to arrest him, my grandfather swam across the river and escaped to South Korea. He married my grandmother there, and my whole family was raised Buddhist. During those days, my family would bow to idols, and there was no Bible-believing pastor to give them the gospel. When my father was 21, both of my grandparents already passed away, so I was never even born to experience the love of my grandparents or see them receiving Christ for salvation. My father grew up to be an alcoholic, married my mother in the northeastern states of America, and lived successfully as a CPA partner of a firm. My mother soon became pregnant with me, and my father hated anything that had to do with Christian pastors. It was at that time the Lord had mercy on me and completely changed the life of my house. My pregnant mother was lost, but she believed in attending church. She begged my father to drop her off at some Protestant church, and an usher persuaded him to attend for at least one service. It was that particular sermon in which the Lord touched my father's heart, and he raised his hand at the invitation to get saved. My mother eventually got saved, and my father disposed all his liquor, and I was born to never see a drop of alcohol in the house. It also happened in the northeastern states that a Bible-believing pastor had the guts to give my father a KJV apologetics book from Dr. Peter S. Ruckman called Problem Texts. The power of Christ truly transformed the life of my family, and I was incredibly blessed to be raised nearly all my life in a Bible-believing home. Born at March 6, 1988, my mother raised me up to God like Hannah and told God that her baby's life was now His to control and use for whatever He desired. They named me Gene Ha, which meant truth freely flowing like water. Would they be surprised to see how the Lord used the surrender and name of the baby 29 years later? I grew up learning the Bible without truly knowing God until at the age of 6. I accepted the Lord Jesus Christ for my salvation. Because of my young age, I obviously confirmed my salvation several times, but it was at the age of 14 I completely surrendered my life to the Lord's work. I was blessed to study in Pensacola Bible Institute in my mid-teens, finished my master's degree at the age of 19, pastored a church at the age of 21, graduated from UC Berkeley at the age of 24, and received my doctorate under the approval of Dr. Peter S. Ruckman shortly before his passing. How strange the workings of God, to use this simple testimony life of mine to make liberals in college receive Christ for salvation, to have people from other churches start street preaching ministries while their pastors are sidestepping, to see homosexuals converted and preach against their sodomite lifestyles, and to witness many souls worldwide becoming KJV, Bible-believing dispensationalists, from a remote village in Sweden to the busy cities of America, from a Muslim populace in Indonesia to the Hindu mass of India, from a remote island in the Pacific to the Kenyan country of Africa. My testimony is convincing proof that the best thing in life is to get saved as early as possible so that the rest of your life can commit accomplishing many things for God. The best testimony is not a life filled with wickedness, but rather a life filled with service. And you will be proud that you did when God places a crown on your head and says, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." This is Gene Ha Kim testifying that Jesus saves.